Me, Reap have both been playing this game for, and I have wanted to see how long it's going to build a very self sufficient camp. What do I mean by self sufficient? I mean like, hey, we can grow our own vegetables, we can, you know, fruits. I mean, we can grow our own stuff. We can be very self sufficient. We don't have to worry about going out and doing all this extra stuff, and we can kind of keep it in a roundabout area. So while we're doing this, I'm also going to show you how to build a where to build a great camp, and just a little kind of, hey, this is how you can build your camp. This is how I would start, things like that. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. So we're gonna go single player. Uh, we're not going to continue. We're just going to start new. We're going to go to survival, and just for those who are starting out who want to kind of get the feel of the game, we're going to start at a normal level, because even at a normal level, this is actually a pretty intense game. So, welcome to the jungle. We'll start in a new slot. Uh, just simply because, hell, it'd be a lot easier than already having something. It'll be a lot more of an eye opener than starting out with at least, a camp. Just headset. All right. 51-25. So we're not in a bad spot at all, actually. Um, and I'll show you why here in just a second. So right off the bat, you don't want to get in too big of a hurry, rushing off trying to find, the best place to set up a camp and all that good stuff. You kind of want to go ahead and arm yourself first. So what we're going to do is we're going to find us some sticks. Your basic item of the game is a stick. I'm sorry. Anyway, we're going to grab us some sticks, and then we're going to grab us some stones, and go ahead and make you a stone axe. It's a full stone blade technically, but it can be used as an axe. I don't know, and actually create an axe is, but anyway, um, and as you're running across food and stuff, when you're trying to find an area to build a good area to build a camp, grab these nuts, the fruits, grab everything. These are tobacco flowers. These are great for a lot of things. Well, not really a lot of things, but it's great for getting a lot of wounds treated. One of those wounds being a uh, snake bite or a tarantula, not a tarantula, a scorpion sting. And somehow we managed to get pretty close to these bandage wraps. These bandage wraps are going to save your life. I don't care how experienced you are in the game, it will save your life. So, go ahead and craft 6 of them. Go ahead and kind of get our crafting skills up a little bit, because that's going to come in handy as we're going throughout the game. Alright, so we got 6 bandages. We're gonna go ahead and do these tobacco dressings. We happen to stumble across a cave. We will end up getting what some people would call a well, right off the bat, a scorpion sting, and Nobody likes that, especially not early on in the game. You want to try to stay as far away from danger as possible. So the next thing you want to do is find you a tree of some sort. It can be, you ain't really got to go for a tree because you're really just looking for two long sticks is really all you're looking for. So correction, we're gonna grab some rope, and that's weird. There's no rope on any of these trees, and typically that's like the first thing you find on these. But doesn't look like it's going to be the case today. Oh, here we go. So if you look for these vine color covered trees, you'll see that liana, that's your rope. It converts into rope as you harvest it. And we're about to take you over there to that campsite, and we're going to use that to get the ball rolling. So another little tip, if you can find a already pre-built fixed structure in the game, go ahead and take it. Go ahead and use it, every bit of it, all the resources it has to offer. Don't be afraid of it. Um, it will definitely help you out in the long run. So first thing we're going to craft is a stone blade. There's two reasons why. One of them being we need one to make a spear. The other one is to make a, or is not really to make anything, but for harvesting, because you're going to have to harvest animals. And you can't do it with your fingers, so they have you make a blade. The next thing we're going to go ahead and make, if we can find the other long stick, there is a bow. Now, right off the bat, you're not going to have any arrows, and that's fine. We're going to go through that process here in a second. And one of the main ingredients is feathers. Well, one of the most valuable items is a feathers when it comes to making arrows. They're a little bit harder to find than a small stick. You can just walk around and look at the jungle floor and find a small stick. So we've got our weapons. We've got your, I wouldn't say this is just your axe. You fell trees with it, but you got your axe, you've got your spear, you've got your bow, and you've got your hand, of course. I wouldn't keep my blade, stone blade, in my hand. I would leave it in my backpack because you're not gonna really ever need it. Um. So again, I told you we were gonna go over here. This big structure that was already obviously already pre-built. So, and if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure this is your cocaine plant or cocaine camp, but how they have it listed on the actual Wikipedia for this game. But you have your cocaine camp, and I'll show you how you know it's the cocaine. Besides, obviously, this humongous building. You'll find tribal arrows here, and that'll be the start of your arrow journey. We'll have to build them for a little bit. You can just use what little bit you have, because you won't really need that many arrows once you learn how to use arrows. It's a lot more now than what there was in the previous, before they updated this game. It used to not be. Um, but you want to get feathers, you use your arrow, or you can find parrots and toucans on the ground. You can use their feathers as well. Definitely take this pot, and that's going to be a big thing. You're going to go ahead and you'll see you have a grow rack, and then we're going to go here, and then you've got your water collector. So depending on how you want to play this, if you want to play it safe like what I'm going to do, just to kind of show you, the easiest way to survive, till you get to the area that I'm, your big camp area. This is going to be your best bet. Go ahead and, like I said, play it safe, travel light. Your main um the most of your weight needs to come from meat and well, from meat and all that good stuff. You don't want to have to worry about having too many rocks or anything like that. You just kind of want to travel light. Starting out, you can bring as many things as you want. I usually bring 6 sticks and 6 small sticks, even though I have 10 right there. Um, but another thing you can do is just look around the area because there's a lot of things in this game that a lot of people miss out on because they don't pay attention. And this was my big mistake. I'm gonna go ahead and take this for sure, and definitely make one of these lily dressings. Um, just kind of little general rule of thumb. You want 3 of your regular bandages, right? You don't want any more. You want three to four of these regular bandages, one for each limb. You want your 2 tobacco dressings and then 1 lily dressing. Because odds of you getting stung by ants in an anthill are a lot slimmer than. Oh, look at that! Right off the bat, we got us some meat. Shit. Okay, so not going to deal with that anymore. He's definitely gone too far for me to want to chase him. I was aiming for a headshot, but he moved last minute, and that's the only bad thing about this game is if you don't hit him in the head with either a spear or an arrow, you're not going to be in for a fun day. You're going to have to chase him down, all that good stuff. See, look, you just have random parrots laying on the ground, and you literally harvest them and get all the feathers you need for arrows. You'll get enough to make like 3. Um, Another thing you want to keep an eye on is your macro elements, because those are going to be what really keep you afloat. Even if you don't eat these things, kill them, because these things are just, they're aggravating as fuck. They don't they don't ever stop spawning. They're everywhere. And it's a really really big pain in the ass at night. Put a trap there. And again, work smarter, not harder in any survival situation. And there's another pig. I heard him grunting. And you don't want to scare these things. Nice and easy. Just kind of want to ease your way around. Try to get a. See what I'm saying? I was leading him too far. Another little setting I recommend changing or little setting I recommend changing if you're playing this game is the control button from holding to toggle. Watch him. But right off the bat, we're not having a fun time trying to get everything set up the way we want it to. So another thing, when you find this cocaine camp and the coordinates are 5028. 5028 is just a little general area you need to keep in mind if you're looking to play this. But you want to find this camp, use it. So that little pig is back, so we're going to chase him down in a minute. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and build a fire. And once we build this fire, we want to throw a grill rack on it and go ahead and get this set up so we can have some food and we're not struggling right off the bat. Kind of are struggling. Hop on. So bone knives are great if you don't want to have to sit there and combine stones back and back if you're having trouble keeping stones. If you're having a hard time keeping them, having a hard time finding them, your best bet is to just let the is to just try to find bones because bones are a lot easier to come across than. So right away, we're not going to start a fire. Another thing that a lot of people don't understand and they're playing this game is the tribe people. Like, well, why is a tribe coming after me? I haven't even done anything. I'm just trying to build, camp. And a lot of people don't understand that as long as that's fires going, they're coming. It doesn't matter. They're going to come to your camp.
You gotta be kidding me.
And when they do, it's just going to have to fight them off. And that's another reason why I recommend arrows, is because arrows are a one-shot kill to the head if you manage to hit them. Now, it takes a lot of practice playing this game to kind of takes a lot of practice with the bow and arrow, and best way to start obviously is by going after animals. Don't worry about going after tribesmen right off the bat. Those tribesmen, they fight back. Animals don't, unless it's a jaguar. If it's a jaguar, might as well just fucking run. So again, use all the resources you can in the area. Don't overdo it. The minute you overdo it, you're gonna regret it because you're gonna kind of gotta kind of play catch up before you can have to play catch up before you're we don't need the. Oh, that's right. Fire. You're gonna need dry leaves, and you're going to need a plank and a small stick. Make you a hand drill. And don't worry about starting the fire until after you have food, because otherwise it's. Get all these leeches off of you every time they pop up. If you see a magnifying glass in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, go ahead and get those leeches off of you. Oh, and another little well-kept secret of the game that I didn't know until seeing this thing. This little red top palm tree looking thing, right? I highly recommend chopping them down and having at least one of these on you every chance you can find them. But they're a heart of the palm. Oh, they are a heart of the palm. I was really nervous that I was going to miss that because I could not see his head to save my life. I was honestly like terrified I was fixing to just completely miss the fucking thing. But the but what it is, it's a heart of the palm, and it gives you like 45 carbohydrates, some proteins, and some hydration. It's not a lot. It's not enough to brag about, but it's still better than nothing. Um, so you can usually find bird's nest, which you gotta have dry tinder to start a fire, obviously. So bird's nest and dry leaves. You can get dry leaves from knocking down palms. And yeah. So in the meantime, I want to go ahead and go, and we'll grab some water. Try to keep these full as much as possible, and the longer you play, you kind of get the feel of, hey, I can go this long without having to worry about getting food again or coming back. I can play for X amount of time. I don't have to worry about anything. Annie, come out of there. Oh, anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, try to keep these as full as possible. You kind of get the feel from it as you how get a feel for how long you can go out without having to replenish your energy, and watch your time. Keep an eye out. Try to kind of figure out. Okay, I can go. After 2100, it'll be 5 o'clock. It'll be time for the sun to start coming up, or whatever the situation may be. These are where you get your dry leaves, and you can see them. Obviously, the color difference, and in the daytime tomorrow, I'll show you again. But before we go to sleep, we're going to cook this carry meat and try to find a coconut. We can make a coconut biden. And right off the bat, you're probably not going to be the lightest. Just going to promise you right now. Like right now, I'm sitting at 35 pounds out of 50. So you're not going to be the lightest, and this right here is going to add up to be some pretty big weight here in a second. So yeah, so I was hoping there would be a coconut. Small stick. Hoping we could find a coconut right in here without having to go too far, but it looks like that's not going to. Like we may be having to cross the stream. Big stone. Problem is, I'm having trouble seeing because the sun is just beaming right now. Like, bear with me. And if you haven't noticed, we did get the game room finally fully completed. It's ready to go. And this Wednesday, we're getting a extending internet extended pod to bring in here so we can stream high quality videos without any of the lag. So that's always nice. And we can kind of do a little bit more. Oh, that's a tapir. So you'll learn the animals as you go along too. But that what you just saw was a tapir. It usually gives you 6 pieces of meat, and it is a hefty kind of meat. It's really good source of protein and fats. It's well worth the search for them if you have to search for them. So when you're at night, you want to stay as close to your camp as possible until you get more experience under your belt playing the game. And some people take this game and they're like, "Oh, this game's fucking easy. This is an awesome game." And they just blow right through it. Meanwhile, some people, like myself, we have a hard time doing that. Trying to see if there's any coconuts in the tops of these trees because you can actually knock them out of the tree if you can find them. But I'm not seeing any immediately on the ground. Another tobacco plant. So, with that being said, we're just gonna put it off till tomorrow. We have a way to get water, so we'll be good for a little bit. Um, stone. Yeah. So, hang on. All right. So it's we're gonna wait. It was a little bit earlier than I thought it was on the game. So roughly, got a coconut in that tree. Roughly 2,100 hours is the correct time to be going to bed on the game. Yeah, I'm getting weaker. Don't let that scare you. They're gonna tell you that for anytime you start losing stamina and whatnot. But this here we're building bone armor. I recommend if you're gonna build bone armor, go ahead and put it on your legs because if you get attacked by a jaguar or a mountain lion or anything like that, you're going to have to cover your legs because that's the first thing they're going to go for is your legs. Don't know why. It's just how that's just how accurate the game is, I guess, because that's really how it goes in real life. These dudes are using a fucking weed eater to chop the coca leaves up. All right. So now you'll go to sleep. And as you're sleeping, your health will deplete and your stamina will build back up. Your energy will. So 5:52, about 6 o'clock is full sunrise. That's when you're going to be able to get up and start moving and stuff. Uh, Again, like I said before, all the stuff that you have saved up, those don't last long at all. Some nuts, got some pretty good right now. And usually you want to keep your cans for like your cans of food for like last resort, specifically because it'll make your life a whole lot easier because it's like 3 or 4 of them at a time, or 3 to 4 different macro elements get filled at the same time. So charcoal, right? Charcoal and campfire ash. If you don't keep this, you are a special individual. Obviously, have not played far enough into the game to understand why campfire ash is such a big need in this game. Okay, so now we're going to move on. We are going to go. I don't quite know which way I want to go. I think I want to go this way. So, yeah, we're going to head southwest as far as we. Actually, no, because there's no Jeep trails. So, Jeep tracks. That's another thing you want to look for. To always have Jeep tracks in your line of sight. Well, I guess whatever triggered it's dead and deceased and gone now. Why? Maggots. Maggots are actually first aid. Believe it or not, they are first aid. And what do I mean by first aid? Well, what I mean is, if you have a situation where you have an infected wound, you put some maggots in there, and the maggots will eat the infection away. In the game, don't try that in real life. So if you see bamboo, go ahead and grab some. Might as well. We're already here. How many we got? 7. Got so we need to grab some sticks. So now we'll have 5 sticks and 5 bamboo sticks. So that way we're not struggling. But we're gonna follow this Jeep trail, and then we're gonna break off at a point. And this is where you're gonna see probably your best place to build a camp, in my personal opinion. Now everybody's entitled to their own opinion, so don't just sit there and take mine. Kind of play on your own and figure it out as you go along. But this is one of the many ways you can one of the many places you can build a camp that thrives and is very self-sufficient. Um Obviously you can go about this in several ways. This is where you got to watch out. Snakes will be in bushes and you see them. They'll fucking see you. Like I said, this is just one area that you can build a fantastic. Uh, we're going to kind of do it in multiple locations throughout this series. So you all kind of have a roundabout idea on what the best way to get a camp set up is. So that turtle along. So you see here, you've got a great source of water. You've got a great source of getting mud. It's constant. It's not going away. Now the only downside is the villagers, villagers, the tribes people. So what we're going to do, and since they added this to the game just recently, we're going to build a treehouse frame, and I'm going to show you the best ways to play this game. All right. So this is going to take you a long time. Go ahead and be prepared for that. This is going to be a very long process building all of this. So we're going to take our time. We're going to make this nice and slow, and we're going to try to make it as organized as possible and all that good stuff. So kind of want to use this little platform here to dump everything, your extra stuff, right? So you're going to chop down a tree, you're going to get logs, and then you're going to get long sticks with the logs. So you want to use the logs, and you want to keep the long sticks kind of in the same vicinity as the logs, so that way you're not...
No.
That way you'll have them when the time comes to actually build these things. Okay, so another thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and since we're going to build this a lot closer than I anticipated, drop those out. Grab my... Yep. So we're going to keep continuing to deforest the Amazon. We need 6 more logs. Now the only downside to what we're building is you gotta climb up and down. And you're pretty much building a platform above a platform where you could just pretty much build everything on this platform. But if you don't want to deal with these tribes members right off the bat, this is your best option. And again, you saw we're not very far away from that other camp where we found the pot. That pot is going to be a lifesaver for you early on. Sticks there. Don't forget to use these 3 logs right there. You didn't have to cut down a tree, you just had to hit a log a few times. Because keeping trees is actually great. I just saw another one, but I guess I was wrong. Alright, so now it's time for the long sticks, and that's what I was saying. We're going to need a bunch of them. So, $14 more. Got a long way to go here, folks. Alright. Another thing we're going to do is we're not going to sit there and waste time cutting down multiple trees for a log, right? Or cutting down multiple trees for long sticks. We're just going to grab what we need. And move on with our lives. Alright, so 4 more, we'll be good to go. And we got perfect 2 trees right here. again, keep them close by so that way you can kind of grab them all up at the same time. And this is one of those camps that you can build that's really slow progressing, right? So you can build it as you need it. Don't have to sit there and worry about, how, do I need to, you don't have to build this in X amount of time, because once you get one platform up, that's it. Like, you don't have to worry about putting up another platform for a minute. You've already got a place to sleep, cook your food down on the base level. And if, these tribes people decide, oh, I'm going to go over there and fuck with them, guess what? They're only going to knock out a grill rack. It's going to save you an immense amount of time. Plus, they can't cut down those big fucking trees. And, like, you can't cut down these trees with a liana on them. So it's perfect. All right, so we got 10. We're out. So we need 2 more, and we'll have that done. I have to build 1 more platform, and then we'll start building out as we go along. And we got plenty of wildlife to fuck around with later.
Shit. Seriously?
Yeah, seriously. If I am going to recommend anything, it's to go ahead and build the first section, right? The one that you're going to be climbing up on. Go ahead and build it, because it's going to be your, help, I need help platform, right? That's how you can kind of regroup for a minute and see where you got to go, what you got to do. Alright. So now, destroy that. Platform, right? We're going to go here, go all the way up to the roof. Boom. 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 We'll do that. That look fair to everybody? It's fair to me. Alright. So, these platforms, I'm going to start with the middle one. I want to build a rope going to it. Again, that's just our little get out of jail free card for right now. Always keep rope, because you're always going to need it. Much as it pains me to say. And also, be careful. Don't make this mistake that me and Reaper did when we started playing and we did not pay attention to the Jaguars. Which is why I'm trying to get this up as quick as possible. Boom. Oh, what the? Why did it do that? Alright, so we'll drop this bit. Try it again. Alright, now, notebook, scroll all the way down, climbing rope. Right there. To walk up. Boom. Now, you've got an immediate safety area away from harm. Can't get any better than that. It's kind of a power play having a fucking whatever you want to call this thing, fucking treetop house, because you can link all of these treetops together, and guess what? Don't have to worry about anything happening to you. So let's ourselves for jizz. These leeches aren't even bad yet. You'll have 5 of them on you at a time, and they will drain not only your sanity but your blood and everything else. If for those of you who are new, you're noticing that splatter mark in the bottom right hand corner right now, that is specifically due to I'm dirty from picking all this shit up. Back up a little. Well, I guess we're going up. Back down. Like, this is technically, in my opinion, I think it's cheating. If you've never played this game and you're first starting out, you want to get the real feel for it, you better just do it the way me, Reaper, and my brother have always done it. And do this shit the OG way is what we call it. Now we got our second platform almost done. Son of a bitch. Alright. Next, we're going to grab... finish this platform. And then we're going to put us a frame up, get us a roof up, and start building us a place to cook and boil water and stuff. Now again, like I said before, we're trying to make this as a self-sufficient base, or self-sufficient. We don't have to have any help. This is a, I can do this myself. I can stay this way, and I'll be good. You're pretty much trying to make it where you can just stay there, not have to go anywhere. That's kind of what you're aiming for right off the bat. And then you want to go out and explore, so that way when you die, you have, when you die, you're gonna die, no matter how much you don't want to. Is this thing not letting me put them up right now? I guess it's because it's in a spot. I don't know. I don't want to let me climb either. Shit. Off. Just gonna leave the stumps. Don't break stumps. That's how you lose any and all tree growth completely. Alright, so now we're starting to get low on everything again, so we're going to go ahead and eat. Go. Let's get our fats back up. Go. And get water here in just a second. Log. Log. So the logs over here. Oh well. Looks like it's going to be a lot of going up and down. Okay, so right off the bat, we want to build another frame. It's a little regular frame. That's all. And again, up and down, up and down. This is gonna be your life for a hot minute. In the meantime, though, while you're waiting on that, grab you roughly sitting at grab about 2 of these mushrooms and wash ourselves first. And we're gonna drink it.
Disgusting. Ugh. Ugh.
Alright, so you got 2 parasites. This is what these are for. These get rid of the parasites. They at least get rid of 1 every time. So go with that. That's only for starting out. Once you're finished and you've got everything set up the way you want it to. Sounds like flies. Don't do it anymore. No, you gotta start from the bottom. You gotta start from somewhere. I'm a firm believer in that, and that's the quickest way to your deathbed, pretty much. So, I'm gonna hop up here. And again, this is gonna be a slow process starting up. But once you get it started up and you get it going, it's like it takes off. It's like a rocket ship. It's super smooth, super easy to do. Can't really complain about too much. Besides, if a jaguar up and eat your face off, then yeah, you could be upset about that. But we're not going to be. But I will be, because I have to start all the way back over because I have not saved yet. So we need 1 more post. Well, we technically need 4 more.
Stupid piece of shit.
Last stone. Up down here. Grab these 4 long sticks. I'm like 99. Oh, yep. Shit. 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 Come on, motherfucker. Son of a bitch. Okay. Ugh. We got some lacerations. One thing we can do is just... Fucking hell, I can't believe I fucked that up. This is what I mean by... So yeah, we're gonna have to already bandage ourselves up. This is looking pretty intense. And what's so bad is I literally, God, fucking hell. Okay, so now in the food section, we need maggots. Get rid of that fever. Go here, and we need the fucking backpack. And here in just a second, we're fixing to have fresh meat. Don't even worry about it. So we're good for now. We're good.
I need to rest.
So what time is it? I really want to get a shot off on this dude, but the chances are getting slimmer. The second. Go away from me. Again, no bandage. So we just used all of our leaf bandages after our first attack. So we're gonna go ahead and go to sleep. All right. Oh, don't tell me we got a fucking worm. You gotta be fucking, bro. I've been on the fucking ground. That motherfucker don't miss. All right, so we got rid of the jaguar, which is great. Now, oh, you boys are really getting an educational thing today because that's the first time that's ever happened. All right, so guess the game heard that Bill and we were you guys some stuff and fucking throw everything. It's okay because we're gonna use what we got and show you how to fix this problem. So obviously we've been hit with the bad luck fucking tree and we're not having any luck whatsoever on keeping ourselves from not dying. So again, cover up the legs. You're going to wash yourself. Do it again. And really all the worm's going to do is just eat your sanity, and it's going to take a lot of your health away. That's whatever, right? So, right now we need to worry about getting this shelter up, because now we are in a... Now we're going to be playing catch-up the whole time. Okay, so... Now we got our legs covered. Be good. Well, I thought we were going to be good. So now it's starting to be daybreak. You know, everything's starting to get up and going good. So let's I'll try to make the most out of this day. Second day. So Now we've got leeches, and that's never good. So we got 2 worms. Jesus Christ. Jesus. Alright, so now we need to find a medicinal plant or wrap. And usually, if you find some lilies, there's going to be the actual thing nearby. Alright, so we got that. So what are we going to do now? How are we going to get back on to a regular pace? Well, I'm about to show you. So first, we're going to grab some rope. We're going to knock down a tree. Destroy the leaf pile. Yeah, I know you're thirsty. Shut up. I want to do this as quick as possible, and you're going to see why. Okay. So, alright. Another rope, another platform. Gotta have something to cover it up. Right? And we need... I fell off this fucking thing again. So we need more long sticks, and we're gonna need rope. So... it's the only thing about a heavy animal populated area. There's going to be large predators, and the fact that they took that much time out of their day to make a game that accurate is insane to me. Now, what I don't understand is why did the good Lord make a jaguar whose coat color is like fucking yellow and black, but you still can't see him until he's right up your ass? And I mean, they made the speed accurate too, and he growls, but he'll growl either right at you or close to you. I mean, they've made this game scary accurate. It's just, the creator of the game was like, I'm gonna play this game. I'm gonna make this game according to my personal experience. Bro, and once we get this going, we're gonna be set up. Well, for the most part. Alright, so now we want to harvest this bone. We want to make bone needles. We should get what? 2? Alright. You're gonna search, right? You're gonna have your bone needle. Boom. Bone needle, cover it. Actually, I wonder if we can take it off. Had one right. Bone needle. Throw a lily dressing on there. Just keep it antibacterial. Go back and we'll make. Alright, so we're all wrapped up. We're kind of squared away now, so. Now, I wouldn't typically want to do this per se. We'll go ahead and grab some of these fucking needle. But now, we're going to go play in the. Actually, eat really quick. Carbs. Now we're getting thirsty, so. Perfect. That's what I like to see. More fucking leaf bandages for us, so we don't have to worry about dying out here. At least not right off the bat. Now, as you can see, it's not hard to come back from getting your ass kicked. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna build some mud mixer. We're gonna build it right in here. Now, why are you building it right there, Blake? Tell me, explain that. Explain that part. Why are you building it up here? Well, it's carrying 2 lumps of mud further than carrying 6 up, and from down there is a lot easier. It's a lot, and you'll see what I mean. Lily bush right there. So we can go ahead and destroy that. We don't need it. And that's why I also brought campfire ash when I did, because that's going to be used to help make the mud bricks. So, as much as I hate that the fact that Reaper is not joining us, we are going to send it the best we can anyway. Oh, fuck, I gotta build the damn thing. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so just to keep this guy from fucking passing out on us, we're gonna grab some, these mushrooms.
Disgusting. Ugh. No, bad idea.
Alright. Like, this build that I'm doing is something, and a lot of people are like, well, why are you doing all this extra stuff? You're fixing to see why. It's actually it's going to make a lot more sense as we go along. All right. Or now, the only downside to what we're doing, we're going to have to wait for it to rain again, because we have no way we're going to be able to carry all of this water back and forth and not, you know, suffer from it. So, one. Yeah, I wouldn't run into the water there, bud, because that's not very good for you. Fucking, right? That's what I'm saying. Rob's Peak. Not far off. Okay. So it may have just been an animal. I don't know. It sounded like a tribesman, so I'm not going to sit here and not plan on a fight. What we're going to do, again, we're going to wait for the water to up. And now we wait. Wait for the rain. Actually, we're not just going to wait. We're going to go ahead and build up another platform while we're waiting on the rain. So, I'm going to build that. Go ahead and putting up walls. Not really walls, but you know what I mean. Putting up ceilings. So that way, kind of have an idea what we want to do. Now, you could also use this time to kind of pick up any excess material that you can use in your next little build, if you will. You gotta listen, because these tribesmen will come up on you. Shit. Trying to listen to see if I heard them nearby again. Which we may not ever hear from them again, but because we don't have a fire, we don't have a way for them to really see us unless they walk right up on us. You have to sacrifice a log. Plus, that's just going to be in the way if we decide to build right there anyway. Okay. Go. Jesus, why do I keep running out of rope? Okay, so now our thing should be somewhat full, or should be ready to go. Yep. And we're probably gonna have to make 2 things of these before we ever get the wall fully built. Quite frankly, I'm not excited for. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna have to have more than one full mud mixer or have a lot of mud bricks. So hopefully it'll rain for a couple of days and we'll be able to get this at least finished. This is kind of what's holding up a lot of progress. So your pot holds 30 water. So if you can get a coconut bidon or coconut bidon, however you want to say it, you and did it really just stop raining? That's fucked. Um, that coconut bidon, you can use it to bring water up here, and you can purify it, and then you can use, make you some cat meat or whatever you want to make. All that good stuff. Let's see. Yep, we're gonna have to go ahead and prep for it. That way when it rains, we have everything ready to go. We don't have to worry about it anymore. Alright, so now we can go ahead and go back to work on this other platform. Once we wash ourselves off, get the mud up.
I need to rest.
As the dude's saying, he says he needs a rest, so we're gonna go ahead and take the mud before we and again, working at night is not that bad of a it's not that bad. But the real power play is what I'm fixing to show you to do when you're building a camp like this. So you obviously need to keep your self, out of the fucking ground, because if those tribe people come up, but you're gonna have to have a better advantage to shoot, because as you saw, if they run right up under you, you have no way to get away from that. Like, they'll just sit there and they're just gonna wait you out. I have a solution for that problem. See that here in just a second. Hey, you already finished with lessons? Let's see. But building a bed will keep you from getting those worms like we had early on. Now I kind of want to wait, finish this up, so that way, see if there's any blue mushrooms. Ah, this will be enough to spy right here. And of course, we still got one more. I didn't know there was a second one that went down like that. Now, got a pot. Make us a small fire and throw in there. And of course, sticks. That's okay. Now we just need to find a coconut bidden. Got enough palm trees around. Should be able to make them pretty quick. Find them. Got our. Gotta get some dry leaves. Get those. Should be some coconuts right here. Ah, bird nest. Perfect. But you find coconuts hanging off of these trees. Literally right here on the ground. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's why. And we'll go ahead and grab some more rope. That way when we hop up there, worry about coming back down. Alright. Oh. We're actually going to make two, that way we don't have to make as many trips back and forth. Saw one fall down. Oh, that's a big stone. An egg. Yeah, that's sitting pretty now. up and get this thing. Um, some meat in the pot. Uh, Just a little fun fact about meat soup: it doesn't expire at all. So as long as you keep it in a pot, you're good to go. Just gotta wait until 9 o'clock. Of course, we can go ahead and put a roof on here tomorrow and start building the rest of the platforms. This is pretty much what you'll need to kind of make yourself kind of more efficient towards building a base. So you can go hunt at any point, come up here, cook your meat, cook your food, whatever it might be, um, put out the fire, let it sit, go do whatever you got to do throughout the day. When you come back in the evening times, you'll have good food. It's almost like a crock pot in real life. About 15 minutes. Waiting on it to sleep. Want to go run and grab a charger. So There we go. Now, all right. So now we can go ahead and start building this roof. Need 4 long sticks and 3 logs.
Shit. Seriously?
And this is where I wouldn't build any material heavy axes yet. Not until you're going out. You got a little weapons rack or something. Build it as you need. Sticks here. And there we go. Got us another little overhead, so good now. Now we can start building the platforms out. Maybe if we now we're overweight, and this is what happens when you get overweight. You can't run, you can't do anything. that meat was going to be a great source for us. Some bone needles. Still a little overweight, but that's just because we have sticks, rope, all that stuff. We got 6 bones, 5 bones. Sorry, so we can make another for arms. Throw it on. Typically, you would want to smoke that meat, but or dry the meat. Don't have a dryer yet. Don't. So tortoise meat. That again, that should be a last resort. You shouldn't be relying on tortoise meat. Again, we're gonna check on our stats. We can go ahead and go those and then shit. Fire.
Bitch!
Go ahead. We can cook some of this stuff here meat. leave that go. Start working on. Gotta make sure to keep an eye on your food. Yep. sticks. This is going to be a process. Shit takes. Do just find uh, it's a little out of order, but whatever. So what? 3 more sticks. Huh? When I want to eat dinner? When do you want to cook? Huh? When we got plenty of frozen shit, it doesn't matter to me. Got chicken nuggets and fries and
Rich for the dog.
Oh, quit, damn it. Being an asshole. Just because you smell like one doesn't mean you gotta be one. I could eat now. But if you don't want to cook, we got frozen shit.
Lettuce burger.
A lettuce burger doesn't sound bad at all. Huh. You want to take a bath? Go take a bath. No, honey, you can't take no goddamn bath. What you think you mama? Hey, I'll stomp your little ass. You share with your sister.
Let us share my mom.
Give a fuck if you don't want to share at all. It ain't your decision. It's our decision, considering that's my dog. If you put those dogs before me, I'm gonna drown you in your tub.
What?
Drown you in the tub.
Everybody hear that? That's a threat.
It's not a threat, it's a fucking promise.
Alright, so if I go missing, you know where I went. I'll be in my bathtub, dead.
I get tired of it. Smell, get on.
These chest. Oh. Little mommy. Oh. Shadows. Where are you?
Alright. Let's see. Now we just need logs. And to watch out for a jaguar, because I'm sure one's going to pop up at any minute now and try to kill me. Probably be a little more observant of peaches all over me somewhere. But yeah, another little pro tip for you is to make bone armor as soon as you can. Like as soon as you get bones, make bone armor. And if you want to, prolong your time, working and building things, these blue mushrooms are killer. Because as you can see, I know you can't see because of my, you know what? It's gonna back for a second. This up. All right. So you'll see in the bottom left-hand corner, you got your watch thing and the little watch symbol. That's what you gotta make sure. That's what Hey, your macro elements are one or multiple macro elements are getting low. You should probably eat all that good stuff. And all it's essentially going to do is just tell you that. But at the same time, these little blue mushrooms will prolong your energy, so you won't need to rest. And as I figured, our carbohydrates are getting low, and I'm not seeing any heart of the palms. These little these little glow in the dark mushrooms that grow in these patches, they'll give you roughly, yeah, 5 carbohydrates and some energy. So it'll, boost you up a little bit. It's not a lot. Your best bet is to get some bananas. Eat the bananas. That's going to be your best bet for fast carbohydrate recovery. Or if you have chips, I want to say I have some extra. Oh, I don't think I have any chips because I love them early on. That'll give you some carbohydrates and stuff. As a matter of fact, save that actually because it doesn't go bad. So it's best to just save it and uh, carbohydrates are still getting low. Not seeing any palm banana trees getting. They'll get bigger over time, but there's none that are immediately ready to go. Um, I will say, I don't like how quiet it's getting. All right, now you got our carbs are still a little low. I'm gonna venture out a little bit tomorrow and grab logs as I'm coming back, but I am going to kind of push either a little bit left or a little bit right, within sight of, within this rock limit right here. Here, just so within this little rock limit right here, big ass rock right here. Uh, so that way we're still within sight of our area. I'm gonna go out and see if I can find some bananas first thing tomorrow, because again we are getting low on everything, and should fill up our coconut bidens while we're out too. But we got some pot, we got some meat soup ready first thing tomorrow. Um, it's approaching 21:30, so when it hits 21:30, that's when we're going to go ahead and go to sleep. But I am seeing a lot more banana trees over here, this area, and you can tell like those that have the little slim, sleek. They're completely just a full leaf. Those are the ones that are going to produce bananas. And once we get some bananas and we get this platform built, we're going to harvest one. We're going to start growing it. It may take a little bit longer because we don't have fertilizer, but that's just going to be part of it. So 2100, it'll make it till 5:36, and it'll give us a little bit of time to kind of eat a little bit, get our food stuff up. Oh well, there. Oh, let's see what we got here. Okay, so we're good on fats. We're gonna leave that there, but we are gonna go ahead and grab some. Did you holler? It's not. Usually text me, but. Ooh, here we go. These are some good carbohydrates right here. It's a little small amount. It's not enough to really brag about, but it is enough to keep you from flat out dying right off the bat. And then again, of course, coconut back with us. But yeah, like I said, first thing we're gonna go out and not very far, but we're gonna go out a little bit further and see if we can find some bananas and hopefully got some more leaves. Oh, right off Got one. Hopefully we'll find another bone. Ah, see, look, a little danger noodle right there. And so the rattlesnake meat really doesn't give you much protein, so I wouldn't be too stressed out about getting that. See, what did I tell you? And so it takes roughly 4, but I'm gonna go ahead and grab all 3 of these. This is what I'm talking about right here. This is what I like to see. Got another one right down the road. We may not even have to worry about banana trees. We may have enough here just to kind of live off of. But that's only if you're planning on moving. That's only if you're planning on like staying in the area for a little bit and not staying there the entire time. That's perfect. It's like, oh yeah, I can just grab some bananas and I can get on my way. But in all actuality, it's a lot better to just go ahead and we need what, 3, 6, 9 logs? Or is that just 6? No, it's just 6. We'll be good. Yeah, 3 trips, we'll be golden. But the reason why I say this is a really great place to jet. One reason why I say this is a really great area to be in. You have not just one water source for you to be able to grab fish out of and water and mud. You have a stream over in that direction that's gonna be a home to like crabs and little extra little source of food if you happen to run out of food in the general area. But as long as you take your time, you don't just kill all the animals right off the bat, hey, you're good. You'll be golden because there's one thing I have learned about this game is if you just sit there and just destroy all the animals right off the bat, you will hurt yourself more than you'll do any good. You won't have any animals. You'll have to start traveling further out to get them versus kind of pacing yourself by just have one here, have one over there, go out a little ways, get away from your camp. That way you're not killing all of them right off the bat. All right. I thought I heard something running at me, and it may have been a jaguar, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm not gonna be too gung-ho, just go straight into it. We got our water. That's always good. 5, right? 5. Go ahead and set that in there. I have fresh water to drink our soup. Let's see. So we've got our pad, so that's always good. Kind of got a good starting point. And from this point, you really don't have to do much of anything else. You can really just build out and around and all that good stuff. That's what we may actually do. May start building. I would really like to build a little platform out there, and what I mean is this little platform here, this little tree platform frame. I like to go a little bit to the. I guess that right there would be a pretty good spot to go. And the reason why is because you put that platform up, you have another way you can get lower get to another area, and have a better shooting position versus having to be that high up and there's no good angles. You can actually kind of see a little bit better with those tree platforms than you can with a tree house like that. It's kind of weird, but that's the sad nature of it. So, got some armadillos. I'm gonna go ahead and actually, the first thing we're gonna do before we build that platform is we're gonna build the next big piece to making your base self-sufficient. We don't have to worry about going as far to get things. We're gonna build a planting box. Actually, out through. And this is going to help out immensely with your self-sufficiency. The only problem with this is that well, if the tribesmen do show up, you'll kind of be shit out of luck because that's the first thing they're going for, because that's the first thing they see. I do like how they have made it known that like armadillos don't have good eyesight. Because if you get that close to any other animal in this game, they run, right? Versus an armadillo, he's just like, man, I don't give a fuck. Backpack. We're gonna go ahead and harvest these banana, and then we're gonna go ahead and plant us some seed. All right. So yeah, hydration's not looking too hot, but it's okay. We'll get there. Try to go out and find some fertilizer. That's 2 pecaries seen thus far. Ah, I was sitting there trying to think, but I remembered what I was gonna. We're gonna do this later. We're not gonna make this all. We're not gonna do this in a big part one, or make this a massive part one. We're just gonna get you the basics, your baseline set up, and go from there. But once you have that built, go ahead and get this platform up next. And that's what we're gonna do. So that way, and I'll show you when we get to that point why it's so beneficial to have that second little shoot house is what I would like to call it.
Stupid piece of shit.
So we need 4 logs. So another general rule of thumb, always be cognizant, self-aware, be aware of your surroundings. Don't waste any time doing something that could put yourself in danger, because that's another big problem. this and kind of keep a lookout too, because you never know when these fucking kitty cats are gonna show up. Alright, so need 8 long sticks. We should probably have that just in the general area over here from all the trees. So we're gonna grab those. It's 5, 6, 7, 8, it looks like. So we'll have all 8 right off the bat. And then, of course, we'll have to cut more logs so we can fill in the... Cut down some more trees, get some more logs for the actual platform. And we got to build the footbridge. That's what's going to be the more excruciating part of this, is the having to build that. The bridge is going to require a lot of rope and a lot of logs, so I guess we're going to see what we can do. So now, platform won't be that hard to do. Platform's actually the simpler part of this. It's literally just 4 logs. But the footbridge is what's going to get you. And you don't have to have a footbridge, but it definitely helps to have one going across, because it makes your life a lot easier. If you have to run up one, it's a lot harder for you to go from one to the other when you don't have a way to get across. Now the leeches are really starting to pile on. Go ahead and grab these while we're out. There is going to be a point where you're going to have to kill tribes people. They are going to mess with you. It doesn't matter how peaceful you try to be. They are going to find a way to absolutely just fuck with you. And it's honestly the most irritating thing I've ever had. So now you want to build a footbridge, and I'm going to build one from here. There. This is where all the logs and the rope are going to come into play. So go ahead, and as you're going around gathering logs, gather some rope. Till you get 10 every time. It'll save you a headache in the long run. If I'm going to recommend anything for these logs, it's to carry 3 at a time. I'm telling you, it will make your life a lot easier working on the... So we're going to drop these off right here. Now, of course, the rule of thumb, you have you build a better axe, you're gonna have quicker cut down times and all that good stuff. But let's see how it goes lower than where we're at. You get down to that second platform, you have a better, like I said, a better visual for whatever, whomever or whatever it is you're shooting at, and that works wonders in itself. Just having a different angle. Not only that, but if they have, because tribes people typically will have a bowman. Those bowmen will hit you from no matter where you hide. They will find you and they will get you, and you can kind of navigate around that tree, eliminate your other targets, and go from there. Grab another tree, and after this next trip, we're gonna have to grab more rope. So, like I said, when building this, this is like this is going to be a really long part one, and as we progress throughout the week, I'll throw in little short videos of how to make it even keep it showing you how it's more you can make it more self sufficient without having to worry about um kind of keeping everything in a central location to operate out of. And the whole goal behind that is to have a save point where if you somehow lose everything, you have a way to get back there. You don't have to worry about. You'll have like 90% of the shit. You have all the shit that you left there, but you may not have everything you had prior. You know what I mean? So we got on our way back. We'll have to grab more rope. So we'll have. So we know we got enough. We're already at the halfway point, kind of. So we're not too much further, too far from being done. So it's always good. Yeah. So it's like what, 6 more? Oh, I got a log. Yep, right here. It's over here because. Oh, no. Oh, I didn't know what the fuck happened. So
Thirsty.
So we're starting to dehydrate. Let's go ahead and grab this last little bit. Let's go ahead and recuperate before we start going, any crazier. I know at some point there's gonna be a jaguar again. There's no way we just killed one and there's just no more after that. So this is gonna be. It's only 3 more. The fact that we're dehydrating, but getting me more worked up than anything. So, go ahead and get this hand drill going. Get some we'll go ahead with that. That up. There we go. We got 40 now. So. There. Got a couple for now. Full good to go. At 18 hours. No, we don't. I'm gonna throw this shit up. Well, alright. We got 18 hours to eat it. Or, we end up having to. I really don't want to fucking water, but I guess I'm gonna have to. Put the fire out. Probably gonna have to go hunting first thing in the morning. Cut off the rip. Oh shit, let me go wash myself off. It's only 6. Sun's still going down though, so we may just kind of. It's rain. It's gonna help us out immensely with our plant here. That is slowly starting to come up. It's gonna grow. Fertilizer will help it grow faster. So we'll just have to wait for that. Alright. That nice and stoked up that we ain't gotta worry about it burning out. Sitting overlooking that a long time. Half past leach 30 now. Trying to see if there's any trees in the immediate area that we could use that one over there. That one will definitely for a log. Tall enough, so we'll be able to get. Oh yeah, we'll be able to finish this up with those 3 logs. We'll at least finish this up. That way. I'll make this What? Oh, come on. Well, we did have one more laying over there, so it won't be too big of a pain. Once we get this in, we'll throw a chest up, and once we throw that chest up, we go. So, you want to get a chest. There's two reasons why you want a chest, right? Reason number one, it helps you travel light, right? Traveling light is a big thing on this game. If you're not traveling light, you're not playing the game right. And that was just something, that's something that me and Reaper had discovered when we first started playing it. Was if you're not traveling light, if you're just, be booping along, not really, keeping a bunch of shit in your pack and all that, you're really hurting yourself more than making your life beneficial. So we need mud brick and more sticks. Hear that? I told you. Motherfucker's coming. There he is. Look. Dead. When it's quieter, you can hear it a lot better, but when the wind's blowing, you can't hear shit at all. So it's quite be quite intense. You hear that. And what's weird is they're not going after the other animals, they're going after you. So like I don't quite understand. But now you have 2 points of entry. You don't have to worry about, if you can't get to one rope, you can get to the next. But as long as you are near a way up when that happens, you're good. Don't have a way up, be screwed, buddy. Mud brick. Right. And we'll also go ahead and finish up our bone armor set and see. Fucking shit. I'm gonna get one more mud brick and then we'll prep our food. That'll be the end of that. So, just a little tip on what you want to store. You definitely want to store your non-perishables, like your cans. You want to get maggots and put them in there. Don't put anything that's going to spoil. I'm not quite sure what we would use the cat fangs for. We may actually get. Bird feathers are great to keep. Only thing I will say that you want to keep plenty of is arrows, because that can be very, very dangerous move if you don't have any on you. Healthcare, your little healthcare items is what I call them. Definitely put those in there. Those are gonna having those. Serious? Fucking stupid. Oh, what? Did they just fucking disappear or something? Bandages, like I said, you want to keep 4. You got 2 tobacco dressings. As you get more comfortable, just have extra ones here. Don't have to worry about getting your ass kicked. Turn around. So I don't know what we're going to use these cat fangs for. I don't even know if there is a use for them, to be quite honest with you. So I'm just going to you can put your extra coconut Biden in there. I don't recommend it. Eat it. Right now we're not more than. Notice we're out of stuff to make a fire with. So now we're back down to 34 pounds, and it's weighing us down. I'd imagine the tribal arrows, all these sticks. But all of the stuff that we're going to need immediately we have here, and here as well. Probably actually fixing to get rid of these bones because to make the last piece of bone armor, I'm going to call it a. Put an end to it. This episode. Probably going to go eat some food. Ah, show you where to get we'll show you where you can get dry leaves again. Here. I have to kind of look around. See, boom, dry leaf. You usually get 4 of these things. Beef. Beef. Four. So that's fine. We only need 1, and we'll put the rest in the box. So, set all that extra stuff over. You want to kind of Tetris it in. You don't want to.
I need to rest.
Just dropping down because we gotta wash ourselves. Wrong way. Washed ourselves. We've got everything set up the way we want it. I probably should have went and got water while I was down there, but I'm not in a hurry. Now is make us a fire, make us some food.
Come on. Fuck.
So that happens. You can either eat blue mushrooms or you can do this. Sun shining. because that's what we want.
Bitch!
Go ahead and eat. Yeah, because those expire in 3 hours. Alright. Again, you don't want to leave that on. You don't want to leave your fire going for too long because that's how you draw attention. So, so now once we get sure I saw the next plank, but I guess I didn't. So we're gonna end on a strong note and give our meat soup there out the fire, and that's gonna be it. So this will be our first save of the game. We've 2 hours, and it's a new one. Yeah, we. It says day 1. All right, so when we next episode you'll see, I will be posting this on YouTube, but the next episode you see it will be a part 2 on how to make your base more self-sufficient. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. So, again,